If y'all can hear me, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're in the large caps room, please use the chat to send your requests. Use chat as I have voice turned off. All right. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. My name is Algo, and today is Thursday, October 7th, 2021, and we are going to try to find some stocks and options that are going to make a greater than expected move today. I had some issues with, one second here. I had some issues with YouTube this morning. In the title of my video, they didn't really like me using symbols for the word crap because I think we're going to gap and crap. Oh, well, let's see if I can get through it. Regardless, welcome. If this is your first time joining me, I appreciate it. If you're new here, or excuse me, if you've been around for a minute, give me a second. I'll get signed into chat and we will go from there. I am trying to dual stream into a couple of different rooms, and hopefully we're able to do that. Nope, not morning chart, morning chat. All right, regardless. Anyway, I'm Algo. This is the morning live stream. I'll take some requests here in a little bit, but typically what we'll do is we'll go over some news. We'll look at the futures, the overall market conditions, and then we'll get into using the smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm software provided by those traders over at FlowTrade to find some stocks and options that are going to make a greater than expected move today. This is the FlowTrade interface. If you have not seen it, well, this is what it looks like. Typically what I'll do is I will mark up my charts and I'll explain to you how those will work. The white bars that you see are price action. The purple line you see is the regular algorithm. If you see me drawing blue lines across the screen, those are dark pool block trades. If you see me drawing a red line across the screen, it's a regular block trade. If, for instance, you see me dropping a white line, then the boy Laz out in Miami will have a good day. And no, it's an inside joke. Basically what happens is there's a dark pool and a regular block trade at the same level. So I can't really draw two lines, right? Those are major areas of support and resistance. So we will definitely be paying attention to those. Okay. I need to check in because I usually get some sort of a response by now from the chat. Just want to make sure things are going right. Usually get some sort of response. Privacy, public, monetization off, people blogs, blah, blah, blah. All right, if y'all can hear me in YouTube, let me know. Audio. All right, let me know if you can. If not, all right, good morning, Laz. All right, yeah, all right, he heard me. So with that being said, let's just jump into some news here real quick. Typically, I'll try to get this sent out first thing in the morning. And then I'm just going to skim over this for things that are of interest to me that I believe may be of interest to you. For example, Twitter is planning to sell MoPub to AppLovin, right? AppLovin Corp. Leading marketing software company for 1.05 billion in cash. This transaction will enable Twitter to accelerate the development of owned and operated revenue products and drive growth. So basically, Twitter's like, hey, let's sell off one of our assets so that we can develop out this private Twitter and the Twitter spaces that they seem to be doing, right? That could be kind of bullish for Twitter. Alibaba, Baidu, NetEase, NTS rallied yesterday. Didi are among U.S.-listed Chinese stocks rising on concerns around the trade relations, and Evergrande's debt crisis appear to be at ease, which means that this could be bullish for those stocks. Baba, Baidu, I expect to see those rise today. Ungiant Fidelity is putting money back into these Chinese stocks and thinks that the recent indiscriminate selling caused the debt crisis as Evergrande blew up everything, basically. So what they're saying, this is funny. There are companies that have seen good haircuts on their debt that are not justified. Fidelity's global chief investment officer McCaffrey said during the roundtable. So let's put those back up on our list, right? So we had pretty much been avoiding the Chinese stocks for a little while. However, they're going to pay good. I think Baba is at like an extreme value, especially if news like this starts coming out. I think we can possibly get a good value play here. So I'll be looking at Baba, NetEase, and Baidu for sure. Okay, I'm just going to grab those ones right there. think this isn't. Gotta put the news someplace else that I'm interested in. I'll put those right there. Okay. Interactive Corp has reached a roughly $2.7 billion deal to buy magazine publisher Meredith Corp, with holders. Never heard of these people before. Not at all. Not one bit. Not uno bit. Okay. All right. Oh, let me drop this news over here real quick so that. All right, that's pretty important. Okay, Moderna. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat today. Moderna announced it'll build a mRNA facility in Africa with the goal of producing 500 million doses of vaccines, each at a 50 microgram dose level. I don't know if that means anything, but the company anticipates investing 500. That's a lot of 500s, right? 500 million doses, $500 million in a new facility. So what is that, $1 million per dose, right? $1 million per 50 microgram. Is that what it is? That's ridiculous. Ugh. Anyway, mRNA had bad news yesterday. They may actually move off of this morning, right? Or off of this news this morning. So let me drop that in the news feed. Das news feed. All right, come on. And then this needs to go over there. All right. I'm jumping back and forth between a different group, couple different groups here. So apologize if I'm a little slow. I'm really trying to get this process down. All right. Other news. And Denali announced positive phase 1 clinical results in 2 investigational small molecule therapies in development of its treatment of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, basically. Right? That's huge news. Huge news. So if you're into biotechs, keep an eye on Denali today. And let's see. Rocket Labs announced that it has been selected to launch NASA's Advanced Composite Solar Sail System. That's kind of news. Rocket Lab, I've never even heard of them, but they could, could move today. Here we go. Carnival Cruise, there's more growth travel sector stocks announced. So yesterday, Norwegian said that it's going to be fully operational by next year. So Carnival, of course, had to come in and say it plans to announce more ship restarts in January and February. One up. Out of the two, I trust Norwegian more than Carnival. Carnival owes me $643 still. It does. Levi. It does. All right. Levi had earnings. Let's see. They beat earnings by what? 11 cents. Authorizes 200 million share buyback. And did they announce? Nope. They didn't provide guidance. So Costco also. Costco reported sales of $19.5 billion for the 5 weeks ending October 3rd, an increase of 15.8% from $16.84 billion last year, right? That's pretty good. Total company shares rose by 14.3%. E-commerce up 10%. This is bullish for Costco, right? Comparable sales, X impacts of gas prices, foreign exchange rose 9.4%. Pretty bullish for Costco. Keep an eye on that. All right. Any events today? We've got a few earnings before the calendar. CAG ConAgra, HELE, LW, and then after ACCD. China's Caxton Services PMI for September. This should be interesting. That kind of correlates with the news from China about BABA. Keep an eye on that. And let's see, events for today. Jobless claims comes out right now. The market hasn't really reacted to it. It's kind of flat. I haven't seen anything. The Dow's up 90 points. NASDAQ dropped 64, and the Russell declined 27 yesterday. Okay. Continued claims, right? Gas inventory data. So I think this news at 10:30, if anything, will have more of an effect. Possibly. I think if we get good jobless numbers, we can rip. All right, Asian markets, Nikkei index rose 150 points. Shanghai was still closed. Hang Seng surged 735 or 3%. Right, that's pretty good. That remains bright, as well as the DAX was up and the FTSE was up 67. Monthly non-farm payroll report, also a focus for tomorrow. Did you see non-farm payroll report anywhere down here? Did you? I didn't see it. I guess they're saying tomorrow. Huh. Regardless. McConnell said his party would export an extension to the federal debt ceiling into December. Like, look, if I don't pay my bills, like, they come after me. Why the hell can these guys just keep saying, hey, we'll just kick it a couple more months? Whatever. Again, so these like China markets and U.S. listed Chinese stocks, Alibaba, Baidu, and JD are rising as Biden and his Chinese counterpart agree to hold a virtual summit by the end of the year. Okay, these stocks have been beat to shit. Baba's just been beat down, right? Just this one and this one are my favorites. Regardless, we'll keep it. We'll look at those first. JD. I thought about getting into JD yesterday. Okay. U.S. equity futures extended yesterday's rally. Apparent progress over debt ceiling. Okay, there we go. That's it. Oh, wait. In Europe, natural gas prices and power fell after Russia offered to ease Europe's energy crisis as U.S. stocks are looking at a stronger open. Russia came in and said, we'll help you. All right, so what did we want to see out of this? So, Baba, JD, Baidu, Net, NTES. I don't trade Diddy. I should. My daughter's nickname is Diddy. All right, that's going to be our focus list for today. Well, along with AEO, ASO. There was another one. Oh, with Asana. Yes, Asana. Check out Twitter. Snow. All right, there's our quick focus list. I'm going to go over. All right, how am I doing on time? A little behind, so futures recap may be a little quick. All right, in futures, typically we want to see this top row positive, this bottom row negative. It's just a good morning, Chevy. I got you. I'll do that analysis on AEO. I'll get to that first, right? All right, so overnight, ES is rallying. Look for possible fade to rip. The YM is up overnight, like ES, YM, NQ, and Russell are all up at support, right? The Russell is running into overhead resistance. It may chop for a little bit, but continue up. 14,900 for NQ. The YM, this white overhead trendline resistance is actually my support, so I'm believing 34,509 for YM. All right, so ES is starting to move off of news, I bet. So news came out. 43.83. 43.83 is support. Gold is falling, which is good for the market. Crude looks like it found a bottom. I would anticipate maybe a potential reversal on crude. We're going to keep an eye on crude. Bonds are down, so TLT is down, and the yen is just choppy back and forth. Okay, so keep that on there. Yeah, I'll keep on Baba. So yeah, I don't like too much of a rally overnight because usually there's a 15-minute gap and crap is what they call it. So if you get a gap up, usually the first 15 minutes is fade to fill that gap, right? So this is where we closed last night. It should be interesting. 14,385. Excuse me, 4,385 is potential support. Okay. Overall, I anticipate a pretty strong move today. All right, that was DOS Futures. Went over the news, futures. If you have requests, get them to me now. Por favor, use the chat if you can. And we will go from there. Come on, don't keep doing this. I really need to set the timeout on my Windows machine to like 3 hours because it's driving me bonkers. AEO, the request from Chevy Drop Top. All right. Let me get this switched back. Not trading Forex, AE. All right, so AEO, as far as the algorithm is concerned, we have bullish divergence, dragging price action up with it. Price action is at regular block trade support. We have dark pool levels. So let me mark this up for you. Again, blue is dark pool, red is regular, white is... Oh, snow. I gotta look at snow too. I think I put that on the list. All right, regardless, here we go. All right, so we have an overall net buying. Oops. We are overall net buying in the algorithm. Price action, this is kind of an ugly looking little move right here. Looks like it recovered off of that, right? We got to get over this little falling wedge. We have regular and dark pool support, right? The algo broke above its previous high, so the algo is continuing to move, right? We have dark pool targets at 25.76, first target. 27.80, second target. Right, we have support, regular block trade support, 24.16. So pretty basic move there. As far as price action is concerned, I'll get that loaded up. We'll check into AEO here. Okay, we've got those 24s for this week look pretty decent. Going out to the monthlies, 24.50s, got that woo symbol, lots of open interest, right? Pretty decent delta, they're delta 47. There's a lot more open interest on the put side, right? So market makers are expecting a move to the downside. The algo is expecting to move to the upside. So since we can't determine when the algo divergence is going to play out, right? Either this week's 24s for a quick move, next week's 24.50s for a quick move. I don't know where this 27 number is going to come from, but that seems a little outrageous. 27 up here. Maybe not. So 26.85 is point of control. Just me at VWAP, point of control, and reversion to the mean. We've got overhead resistance at 25. Break at 25, we can continue to that 27. So basically, if we take out this level here with some conviction, right? I think that the 27s may not be too far out of reach. Unfortunately, I don't have my ATR charts up. I need to get that fixed. I just like to know what a stock can move in a day before I'm like, oh yeah, it'll get there. Nice little bounce off of standard deviation. This is not a bad move. Oh, what is this? What is this dividend? Oh, they got a dividend day today. All right, so expect the stock to drop by 18 cents. It's as simple as that. So this may be a move to next week. We're at 24.15 now. 23.67 is where I think we may close, because typically when that dividend happens, the stock will drop by that amount at least, right? $1.12 or $1.20 ATR, right? Good little doji on the daily. If it didn't have dividend day today, I would be a little bit more interested in this. I'm not super thrilled with all the red that's on the screen, right? So like I said, maybe out into next week, we look at a rally to 27, right? Yeah, just it's not as clean as it looks, is what I'm saying. All right, we've got overhead resistance. What I do like is we broke above All right, so we've got stack positive moving averages. We gapped up, pulled back, tested VWAP support, tested the 50 SMA. Oh, this is a 6-minute chart. Crap. So I'm looking for this 5200 to cross, right? As long as we maintain strength above the directional SMA, right? So as long as we're above this red line, let me get on the 15-minute chart because I was screwing around with that last night. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, that 25-25 level on the 6-minute chart looks a lot different on the 15. Still, we need to get above that level. Come on. Above this level, and I think we can move. Lots of squeeze forming here, right? Lots of squeeze happening here, looking for a release. I don't like how this is down to the downside. Yeah. Like I said, we may drop 18 cents. So 24.14. Yeah, this may be another day or so of consolidation before we get up and above VWAP and the 50 or the 200 SMA. We do have stack positive moving averages, so I would anticipate maybe a move up to 25 with rejection off of that. So that was AEO. Let's look at it tomorrow and into next week, okay? All right, moving on. ASO. Coming off a dark pool support, we had a little bit of a bullish crossover, so all divergences played out. Algo trading with price action. We have we have dark pool targets. The algorithm has started a new uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. It's in sync with price action, right? Looking for price action to take out previous overhead resistance, right? We have dark pool targets at 42.05 and 42.93. So let's just call that 42 and 43. If we can get above basically 41. The downside, we have dark pool support at 39.70. Okay. Moving on. Asana. I like this stock. So while the algo has been trading with price action is trying to form a little cup and handle. It's got a little bull flag forming here. However, the algo is bearishly diverged and it's continuing to make lower lows. So it's going to be a struggle, but I think so. Net selling over the last couple weeks, right? Price action is bullishly diverged from the algo. The algo is right, got a little bull flag there. So either the algo bounces off of this level here and takes out some previous highs, right? Need the algo to get back and above that for a continuation move to the upside. There's a gap right here. Right. So it's not as easy as I'd usually like them to be. But there's room. Oh, look at this. Bull flag breakout. Continued rally. I got 119 target. Up and handle, bull flag breakout, stack positive EMAs, right? See how things start getting woody above the directional 200 SMA, right? We got above that and we're like, oh, we can breathe. Let's move, right? Let's get away from it. We want to be as far away from the red line as possible, right? This is a good setup over here. The 50 is on top of the 200, right? We rallied to the mean, it broke out and above it. We've got room to, we got room to 118, 119. So we got room to 119. Where's 119? My alarm's going off. Morning. All right. So looking for a move to 119. We've got previous supply zone. Basically right there. So I like the move of 115 to 120, right? Potentially we reject off of this 115 level and continue to move to the downside, right? Not sure what that means, but yeah. Sorry, I just had a note on the other, a little message on the other side that totally distracted me. Sorry. Tilray had earnings today, right? The algo's been net selling. Tilray owes me about $300, so I'm always keep an eye on it. Right. So lots of net selling. Tilray had earnings today, positive earnings from what I understand. So we're going to use this regular block target, $11. Jeez. 1089 resistance, 1075 support, right? 1082 is current level. We got a white line, 1170, first target. We have regular, or excuse me, we have a dark pool target at 1180. All right, so let me show you how this could potentially look for Tilray if the algo does its job and turns around. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a wedge to gap fill, right? We can break out above that. The algo does need to turn around because it's currently pointed down, right? If we can break out of that wedge, like I said, 1129, 1170. If we fail, we break below 1075, then I think we can see continuation to the downside. This, right? That's our support. Okay. All right. So I wanted to look at Baba, Baidu, NetEase, and JD. Now it's the time for requests. If you have them, let me know. I'll look at Baba, Twitter. Ooh, look at these. Ooh, juicy, 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 juicy. Baidu is juicy as hell. All right. All right, just checking in on some things. All right, so look at the massive amount of regular and dark pool block trades over the last 11 days on Baba, right? For a stock that's just been beat down. I wish I would have got this 140 to 144 move. I'm really a little leery on it, but I think we've got a pop, right? We could pop, or unless we've already done that. So if this is a runaway train, there's nothing we can do. 145 to 150 gap. Shit. That's a massive gap. That's a $5 gap up, right? I don't know if we literally ran into point of control and reverted to the mean all in one move. So the last time we interacted with this white line level, we rejected off of it. So I would need to see maybe a rally up to 1 ATR and pull back for a continued move to the upside. Yeah, so 150 is where we hit. Okay. All right, so let me mark this up, and then I'm going to move on to some other ones. Start moving through these a little bit quicker, okay? All right, so Baba smacked into white line resistance right here at 150. That's why those white lines are important, right? Look at all those regular and dark pool block trades at that level, right? Cohen's, this was previous support, right? So we're at this level here. The algo going into the close yesterday was curled up a little bit. It was trying to break out of its range that it trapped itself in, right? that range there. Yeah, Algo broke up and above it. As far as targets are concerned, we have another white line target at 152.40. Right, 152.40. That would put our support at 149 dark pool level here. Sorry, 153.50. That's the highest valued dark pool level. A break above that, and then we start getting super gappy, right? 149 is support. Below that, we've got some regular block trades. As support. So 147 support. Below 147, we come back down and test the 140. We basically gap, fill the gap to the downside. So keep an eye on BABA. As far as technicals go, 8, 21, 34, 50, 200 stack positive moving averages. Nice little slingshot release, right? We would look for this to continue. We need another pop up to continue on to the upside. A little golden cross happened yesterday on the MACD. One ATR is putting us at 158. Reversion to the mean is at 152.72. So got to get out of 272. Kind of got to get out of that range one way or the other. We've got the 21 EMA support, right? Rising 50, rising 200, rising 34. Nice consolidation happening, right? Looking for one of these kind of moves to happen. See how we popped up, then we consolidated, popped up, consolidation, pop up, right? We will keep an eye on that. I have not looked at Roblox yet. Let me put that on my list real quick. All right, moving on to a little bit easier to read stuff. So Baidu, right? Algo's been net buying for the last, since the 28th. The Algo has been, well, it's been buying since the 21st. Most recent divergence, right, has basically been in here, right? Currently, price action is making higher lows and higher highs. This is stuff we like to see, right? It did, looks like it broke out of its wedge, is back testing it as support, right? So I'm kind of super bullish now on Baidu. Hopefully I didn't miss the move. I should have checked first, but we have dark pool support at 146.21. Excuse me, 146.28. I'm going to go overhead target of we take that level out, I think we can start getting chunky, right? There are some levels in here that I would play to. Previous lows, right? Previous lows, previous lows, previous highs. There's there's probably a cloud in there somewhere that we can look at as far as Baidu is concerned. Let's see if, yeah, another gap up. 140, oh Jesus, another $6 gap up. So just like Baba, it gapped up, except for we have 50 overhead resistance as well as VWAP. We're currently at VWAP. Point of control is coming in at 155, or excuse me, 156, which is also another VWAP, and the 50 SMA on the daily, right? What we're trying to do, right? We're trying to make pop over these levels here, right? There is a little micro supply zone that runs right there. Okay. Oh, why didn't you do it? Seriously? It's not a rectangle annotation. It's a supply zone. Yeah. So, ooh, what happened here? All right. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's our target right there. That's our little micro supply zone. Basically above 160, we start moving in the upward direction. Okay. So massive gap, bull flag, previous highs. So right, we got to get above that level. So look for the bull flag breakout. Stack positive moving averages 821.34. The 50 is above the 200. This 50-200 cross, people, I'm telling you, it's powerful. It is powerful. We got that crossover, right? Stack positive moving averages. I don't like how the MACD is oversold here, right? So 21 EMA is support at 153 on the nose. I almost said something else. 153 on the nose, which looks like pretty much like, so there's our range. We range break out of that. I think we move up to test the supply zone, right? Definitely get above 160 on the supply zone. I think we can continue to move to the upside. So where did we gap up to? We gapped up to 154. Basically right in there. So divergence is played out essentially, right? Price action reverted to the level in which the algo and price action deviated. So the divergence is played out. Now we're looking for the algo to drag price action up with it. Okay, that's Baidu. Net ease. This is just rallied yesterday. The algo is selling off. I need the algo to curl back around. I'm not super bullish on net ease. It's probably even gapped up even more today. I think somebody knew something on net ease, this move yesterday. Right? You think somebody knew something was coming? I think so. All right. All in together now. I don't know. This is kind of a big move. Yeah, I don't think there's any stopping it. Let's see. So VWAP's at 89. Daily 50 estimates at 88. We have overhead 200 at 104, so I don't think we're getting above 105. But we could get interesting here. Looking at the daily, we've got I would call that our zone, 99 to 106, right? We can play the move up into that, possible rejection, or we can be patient and play the move above 99.50 to 106, right? Slingshot squeeze getting ready to release on the daily. We have previous. Let me just show you the supply zone. It's not as pretty as you would think it'd be. There's levels. Okay, we just blasted through that supply zone. I can't believe I didn't even see this. I mean, I saw it, but I was too focused on other crap yesterday to play it. It's a nice move. The move was 85 to 90, right? That was your move. So again, we're trying to get back up to, right, this 93 level. So 90 to 93 is another potential move. Watch yesterday's close as support, and that's highest volume view up, right? So 88, 9. So there's the move. Support at 90, rally to 93, break through 90, final chance at support at 88. We break below 88, we come back down and test 85, okay? Oh, don't do it, don't do it. Get it. Oh, sweet. Let me see if I can mark this up in a decent way. Still learning this tool. Still learning the polyline tool. Or, let's see. Come on. Crap. I'm running out of time here, fellas, folks. So maybe something like that. Okay. All right, I got to burn through these last couple ones, or I'm not going to get them done. JD, price action is trading with the algorithm. Little divergence is played out. JD's coming off of massive regular and dark pool support. If I could, I would just white line this whole area of JD, right? This 71.80, like just going to white line that whole area. Breakout above that. We're going to go take out 74.75. It's your regular dark pool levels as well. It's me regular block trade levels. Those are the targets. 74 and 69, 74, 75. JD's probably blasted through those already. Yeah, I did. Right? Blasted through those levels. Getting ready to run into the cloud here. Consolidation. So we just got to be careful with those Chinese stocks. They gapped up. Play the gap fade, whatever we need to do. Okay. So Roblox. There was some other requests. Twitter. Roblox. I totally slept on Airbnb yesterday. All right, so Roblox, we have bearish divergence. Look for regular block trade. There's gonna be regular block support on Roblox, right? Massive support, 72.50 to 73.11. Come on. There's our support. We have overhead resistance at 75.15. And then 76.13. So above 76.13 for Roblox, I think we start getting a little bit more ease of movement. However, it's a long road up, right? Path of least resistance would probably be to the upside since there's a massive amount of dark or regular block trades, 72.50 to 73, right? So like Roblox to the upside. However, keep in mind this algorithm, right, has not changed direction yet. It's still trading with price action, right? But it needs to bounce and move to the upside. Twitter, thoughts Twitter, Algo's trading with price action. We got a couple targets here, and let's see. We're going to use 66.75 is block or regular block trade target. 60.81 support. Below that, 59.73. Algo's trading with price action. Price action is continuing to move to the upside. Right? We've got some trend lines. Come on. A little bit of trend line support here. So filled the gap. We're going to take out that level, right? Rising wedge, break. Target previous highs there, here. Airbnb. So the algo is trading with price action. I wouldn't call this bearish divergence just quite yet. It's not really. I'd like the divergence to be running for at least an entire day. So this could just be considered, trading with price action. This is a weird looking little, I don't know, weird price action. All right, we got to get above some of that levels. We break above that, then we test previous highs. Okay. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Dark Pool Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I will try to get a live stream or try to get a video done tonight. If you have any requests, make sure you leave them in the comments section below. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, share it with your friends, family, neighbors, and none of what I do is in trading advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Got you on that one, didn't I? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supporting me. Hit the like button, subscribe.